Good afternoon. All these dark clouds around us, but the sun is coming through. Reminds me of an old friend of mine, the late Richie Ashburn. We'd walk out on a baseball field. He'd look up at the sky. The sun had just broken out, and he'd point up and a twinkle in his eye. He'd say, "God and I did a good job today bringing all this great weather for a ball game." I'm honored to be here. I was particularly honored when Jesse invited me to come. In recent months, there's hardly been a day when I tune into a TV news broadcast without seeing a local community turned out en masse to welcome home one or more members of our armed forces returning from Iraq or Afghanistan. Mothers, fathers, wives, children, brothers, sisters, sweethearts, the local police, and a lot of veterans from our previous wars are at the airport to pat them on the back, hug them, and thank them for a job well done. The most spectacular of these homecomings occurred a couple of days ago over in Trenton, when the streets were lined with thousands of flag-waving citizens cheering 600 New Jersey National Guard troops who paraded through town in a welcome home parade. They were part of New Jersey's 50th Infantry Brigade combat team, who for the past couple of weeks have been returning from a year serving in Iraq. That's something we haven't seen in this country since World War II. I was just a teenager then, but I remember the huge welcome home banners strung across the street in my old Philadelphia neighborhood. I helped hang some of them, and the huge parades of returning war veterans, the celebrations went on for months. But after that, things changed drastically. Only a few years after World War II ended, we were engaged in another war in Korea, where in only 3 short years, nearly 40,000 Americans died. Yet for those of us fortunate enough to come back, there were no parades, no celebrations, and with the exception of our own families, no one even seemed to know that we were away. A generation later, following a 12-year-long war in Vietnam, where many of you who are here today served, and where 58,000 died, things got even worse. You had no special homecomings, and in some cases, some of you were even harassed for your service. Fortunately, in recent years, that's changed. Today, while our country is divided on whether or not we should be in Iraq, the overwhelming majority of Americans support and are appreciative of the sacrifices of the members of our armed forces who have served there. And they hold in their hearts the memory of those who have made the supreme sacrifice there. This weekend, in this place, you, who never received your proper welcome home from Vietnam, have gathered to remember your comrades who never made it home at all. The 65,000 flags you've placed here in their memory are witness to the special place you hold in your hearts for them. By honoring them, you also honor all Americans who have laid down their lives in all of America's wars. God bless you, all of you, and belatedly, welcome home.